All right. It's getting started here. Waiting for more people to join our live here. Let me know in the comments how's the sound, how's the picture, everything looking good. We have an important message to deliver tonight. Man, we want to make sure more people come on this podcast. So if you're just joining on right now, if you can like this and share it, we appreciate it. It's Saturday night. Won't keep you too long. We got a couple of what's going on tonight? Boxing, UFC. After the after the last fight with what's his name, Ryan Garcia. I don't know if I wanna watch another boxing match. Right, Ryan Garcia got knocked out a little early. Um, yeah, I don't know about boxing anymore, man. Um, UFC seems to be the one to go to that's not rigged, I guess. But boxing, there may be something going on with that, right? So we're starting to get some people, a little more people rolling in. Guys, do me a favor, like this post real quick, the video, share it if you can, if it's possible. You know, I know some of you guys might not be able to share the stuff, and that's fine. You like it at least. That really helps a lot in getting this message across. So I know you guys have been seeing a whole lot of things today. There's mud slinging everywhere, man. I don't even know what to say or how to approach a situation when you have nothing but anonymous participants that we were able to uncover. We got these private, not private, they're not private. You have these posts coming from these anonymous people, fake fake profiles left and right, guys. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy the way the whole political situation here in Eagle Pass has kind of like flipped. You still see the old machine type of politics, but I think more that now than ever, you're seeing Eagle Pass being thrusted into the future of what elections are going to be moving forward. Um, you know, and I thought, the county judge race, between two distant cousins, the Honorable Judge Rams English Cantu, and you have on the other side, former Judge David Salcedo. I mean, I thought that race was it was on. It was bad. It was pinche lumbre, right? But this city council race, in particular for the mayor, it's hitting new heights. It's bringing out new content, and most importantly, it's bringing out information for you guys to know. No matter what party information comes from, I think you guys do need to um, review it. Now, not all information is created equally. Not all information is created equally. Now, you have some information that's very relevant. You have some information that's semi relevant. And then you have some information that's way the fuck out there, right? And the thing that's funny that I'll say it's new to us. We've had our attacks in the past, but never have we had somebody, it seems almost dedicated to trying to tear, our message. And our message has been consistent over the years with you guys. And I think that is why you guys, come for information. You may not like me, and that's fine. I might not like you either. But the important thing is that this information is spread and shared. That's the important thing here. Um, you can, not agree with me, and that is absolutely fine. We've always said, and we've always made this thing that we do at the Maverick Times. It's not about you or me telling you what you should think, but it's telling you, hey, think about this, or what about this, or do you think that maybe this is relevant information for you? And you, as a viewer, should take all the information in, but do your research. Don't take me at face value, even though the majority of you that come on, in the Maverick Times, the reason why you follow us is because we always have them receipts. We give out information. You may not agree with the information, and that is neither here nor there, but we have receipts. Now, what you see going on a lot now is, like I said, is something new to us as well, where there's actually this dedicated person that is just, throwing bombs. Good. I mean, that's fine. I would say they may be a little misguided, because I don't see how attacking a news media could prove a point. I mean, the focus should be on the candidates, regardless of what candidate you're, supporting, or the candidate you're trying to bring information out. That's important. Bring information out about the candidates. Do your research. That's important. I'm not saying don't do that, but I mean, I don't see how anybody can benefit from news medias going back and forth. Now, I think you guys know this of us, and everybody should know that if you start throwing rocks towards our way, I mean, we know very well how to defend ourselves, and we're going to. And that is the thing that's going on, and I wish it was a little bit different, because the target of all this stuff should be the candidates. And whatever candidate from there it survives, they survive, and they should be better because of the scrutiny that they were thrown against. And I strongly believe that. I mean, are we even winning when a news media is trying to discredit another one? I mean, they can try to discredit what we've done, but I think we've been consistent with what we do, and you guys out there have been the judge of that. I get the whole trying to make a name for yourself, but I don't think that's how people can make names for themselves. I think that you guys are aware, and you know that, um, or can see through what's actually happening. So we wanted to have this podcast, not just because you guys need to be informed, but because I mean, anybody that saw what was going on today, it was different, right? It was very different in the sense that you're seeing things being slung left, right, up, down. Everybody's throwing their brand across. Is whoo, whoo, everybody just slinging that shit, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. You guys do what needs to be done, right? But again, what brings out the best candidate is putting these candidates through the ringer. Put them, put them through the test. And if these candidates survive, hey, shake their hand, give them a beer, whatever it is, to congratulate them, because it's not easy to be a politician. And my hats off to Miss Monica Cruz, the councilwoman. My hats off to Aaron Valdez, because they're the ones that are the focus of this thing. And again, they should be the focus of this thing. I see a little couple of fakies jumping on right now. Nothing wrong with that. We've I guess the fakies are part of now the culture that we're beginning to breed here in Eagle Pass. When it comes election time, those fakies are all over the place, and it's not just it's not just when the elections are. Those fakies are out there all over the place, right? Regardless, trying to keep everybody honest, and I get that. I get it. But there is some fakies out there, and we've been able to show you guys that some of the fakies that have been trying to give out information or trying to throw shade here or there, we've been able to show you guys some of those fakies who they really are. And it's real simple to figure out who these people are, because when you have so much content, so much written word out there, and then you go and try to do a fakie, but yet you don't switch or change your tone, your speech, your way of saying things. If a word that you say all the time when you post stuff is some gay shit, of course, if you're saying that same gay shit with your regular account and you want to bring it into the fake, come on, it's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway, right? And more than ever in this election, you're seeing how these fake profiles and these anonymous participants, posters, whatever it is, anonymous participant 568, right? It's just random numbers like that. But you're seeing this in real time where people are choosing not to go at you with their face, which, I'll say this. Lando. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give anybody hints or tell anybody how to do their whatever. Um, and you're right. I probably shouldn't be saying anything, but pick your game up, guys. Pick your game up. I mean, eh, it's almost like if it's rookie hour here with you guys. It's you need to be a little smarter than that. And we're lucky to have connections that good people that want to keep people honest, because the worst thing you can do it, and I don't do this, guys, I don't do this because I think you are a coward if you do. And it's not about coward like, oh, we're gonna fight. No, 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 no. Look, social media is not real life. Social media is not real life. You know that. Well, I know that, and I hope some of you guys know that too. Social media is not real life, and nobody's trying to, catch a fade or anything like that. And that this is a parte, right? But you got to see who is doing what, who is saying what, and how it's being said, because it's very important, guys, to distinguish who is there to tell you the truth, who is there to keep you from the truth. It's very important, very important. And if you let them, they will take the truth from you. They will take the truth from you. Now, one thing I will say is, a lot of the stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and address the concerns right now. I've heard, hey, Monica is being targeted a lot. And it's not that Monica, the councilwoman, is being targeted. It's that the councilwoman Monica Cruz has for years already at city council. So there is a record, a voting record, and a voting history of what the councilwoman has done. It's just that simple. Now, a lot of you guys, and I know you all see the fakies that oh, how much is he paying and how much this, how much that, like, you know, punto aparte, right? The difference between the two candidates is that one of the candidates has been on council for 4 years. So that candidate has history, has a voting record when it comes to voting for certain things in the city. And that's what we're trying to pick apart and let you guys know what's happening, who's who, what's what. Now, I understand your concerns. The key thing here to recognize is that Monica Cruz has the record as a councilwoman of voting. Now, you know, it's not a secret. You know, Aron Valdez is running for mayor. He was at the hospital district. He was the chair. Now, there is very limited voting, if any voting, because as the chair, it's a non voting seat at the hospital district. So, you guys tell me, how is it that you want me to pick apart a candidate when there is not a voting record from the candidate? It's difficult. It's difficult. And you may want us to do something, say something, but if there's no voting record, what would you like me to say? Now, one, um, Monica Cruz's business, what she does as her work, is separate than her as a councilwoman. Even though I do think that a mayor could benefit if they're a realtor, broker like her, they could benefit from being mayor. You know, that's what many people accused of the late great Chad Foster of. I mean, I'm not saying he did anything. I'm not insinuating anything, but working with the city many years ago, I do recall that was the big question with Mayor Chad Foster. Say he's a realtor, broker, or what have you. He can set things up the way he wants, and I'm just pushing that criticism onto a realtor that's a broker, uh, Councilwoman Monica Cruz. Now, Aaron Valdez had a non voting seat with the hospital district. What votes do you want me to go at or scrutinize this man under when he did not have a voting seat? He was elected the chair, and to my understanding, the chair with the hospital district doesn't vote. So if I'm wrong about that, please tell me in the comments. But I think that we're pretty accurate on that one. But yeah, that's how those things are going. So you have that situation where there's only limited information, and you guys know how we do. We're giving you exactly the things that Monica voted for, the councilwoman. What was it that she voted for? What did she do when she came in to her seat and became the councilwoman? Now, this is 4 years ago, guys. This is a story that many of y'all may know. Many of you guys may not know. But for those of you that don't, before when the councilwoman ran for city council, we were very strong supporters of Monica Cruz. Strong supporters because she carried around the um, anti corruption. She did not want these things going on. And she promised a lot of us that she was going to do something about the corruption that was going on in the city. Now, corruption's a broad word. corruption can go pretty much anywhere, from stealing, from giving out jobs to, what have you, taking the resources from there. And that's what we're trying to tell y'all. That's what we're trying to bring to you guys. That's what we're trying to let you guys know, because you don't know somebody as an elected official until they get in that chair. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to expect um, anybody to live up to all their promises. Now, there's promises being thrown left, right. Now, like, for instance, one of the promises that we've been hearing given out is the parks director job, right? That this was going to be a parks director job was promised to this person, that person. I mean, I have heard three different candidates for that parks director position with the city that was promised to somebody out. But now you saw, and congratulations, Ricky Gutierrez, who was the assistant parks director, just got named the parks director. And congratulations to Ricky Gutierrez. We congratulate him. Um, we again, we don't always agrees with the decisions that happen, but I think that that's a sound decision. He's been there. He's been doing the work. Again, I think that a lot of people need to understand that you can disagree with somebody in partial, right? But it doesn't mean that you hate somebody, or you're all full attack, or what have you, as many people have accused us of doing. And I think that that's a big misinterpretation of what we do. What we do is everything's for you. Um, and today, if you guys follow our page, I know there is people that follow our page regularly, and there's other people that kind of chime in every now and again. But those people that were, that know us and follow us steady, saw the attack that we were going through this morning. I mean, it was bombs away. We had everybody, we had fakies, we had anonymous participants, we had this, that, the other. We had a known figure out here with his business in the photography game, right? That chose out of the blue to attack us through a compra y vendo page, telling you guys not to engage whatsoever. And then he got caught. He got caught. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And it's the sad part about it is that we've supported that guy. I mean, not monetarily or anything, right? But his son is doing great things, and we're real proud to be an Eagle Pass resident and have somebody like that here. It's very inspiring. It's inspiring what his son has been able to do. But and we've shared some of the things that we see that are being shared, because this young man is doing something incredible, absolutely incredible. And you know, uh, it's not here nor there. Hats off to the young man, but this figure, right, that does photography, and he does a good job at that. He attempted to tarnish our reputation with you guys, and we get that a lot. We get it a lot. I don't think that we do that to anybody that is not somebody that's running for an election, because I think that people running for an election need to be questioned, need to be, all the information about them needs to come out. And we need this. We need this because we need to know who is the best candidate. The good, the bad, the ugly, that needs to be let out, whether it's by news media, this, that, or the other. And I'm all for that. This is what the Maverick Times was created about, to bring out the information of some of these candidates. And it's not just, the candidates, right? We bring you news, we bring you entertainment. I hope you guys are entertained with some of the stuff that we put out. And it's just for that entertainment, right? We're trying to have some fun, splash in some news, splash in, some, I don't know what to call it, duels with other news medias. I don't know how to say it, right? What terminology do you use for that? Guys, if you're watching this, please like this post, share it. It helps us out a lot. We're going to get into the thick of things right now. I'm just trying to warm up the pot, let you guys know, let some more people come on. I mean, maybe I chose a wrong timing, being that there's some fights out there. It's Saturday night. You guys want to have fun, and I appreciate that. Maybe you guys are out having a good time, but we're here. We're here because this is what we do, um, and we think that you guys expect us to be doing what we do, right? Keeping people honest, making sure that we do what we need to do as a news media, and you guys keep us accountable. You know, we've had several of you guys comment, stick to the media. What about this? What about that? What's up with this? What's up with that? And you know, that's what we're trying to do, is keep you guys informed. Sometimes our delivery is a little bit off. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you guys don't like our delivery, and that's fine. That's just a style, I guess. But I'd much rather stick to the way I do things than, let's say, other news medias that try to use Chat GPT and then say, "Hey, he's using Chat GPT," or or man. Let's go to the comments real quick. We got some. Aframayel, shit flows. Sooner or later, the truth comes out. And Aframayel is absolutely right. And the truth is the truth, and the truth sets us free. That's why I have always attempted to give you guys nothing but facts. And we have receipts the majority of the time. So you guys are able to see and follow along with what we're saying. No, I mean, look, I'm glad that Fortis brought that up. That's a very good point. Now, Fortis, I'll answer this straight for you, Mr. Lando. The thing that people may not realize the majority of the time with the mugshots is that when they're coming out in the mugshots, whoever it may be, shit, I was in one of them too, right? But you're innocent until proven guilty. The police are going to tell their account of the story. Now, let me ask you this. For those of you that follow us, saw the reports, maybe even saw the leaked video that was coming from inside our home. If you saw that, you will know that nowhere in that report, the police report, nowhere in that report does it say that rookie officer Carrillo, Angel Carrillo, nowhere does it say in that report that this rookie officer, upon leaving my home, pushed me, shoved me. Nowhere in the report does it say that. And I say that to say this is that, again, that's why we don't post the mug shots, because that's all it is. It's right then and there. It doesn't mean they're guilty. It doesn't mean what the police say they did. No, that's a big misconception. And you know what? Maybe the police department and the sheriff's office, I don't think the sheriff's office does it as much. I think they let the news media do that. But maybe you guys should take a different approach because those mugshots, it's not the truth. It's the police's account of what happened. Now, I will tell you, shit, I'll even post the damn police report. When we went to go ask for their police report, they denied us because the investigator, Cristina Flores, said it was still under investigation. Now, again, if you read the police report, it does not say there that the officer shoved me. It does not say there, but if you saw the video, you see very clearly the shoving. Now, guys, I would hope that you don't allow anybody to come into your home and shove you, whether it's a policeman. Look, I had a veteran police officer and a rookie police officer show up on the same call. The veteran handled everything. I mean, he handled everything. He didn't have to shove me. He didn't shove me because he's a veteran and he knows better. You do not aggravate a situation that you are there to extinguish. You don't, right? And maybe I went a little bit more on that, but I'm saying, just like Fortis is saying here, is that those mug shots that a lot of people come out, I mean, they don't even know who the police, if the charge is going to be dropped later because of insufficient evidence. But yet, boom, te ponen ahí en chinga, güey. Te ponen ahí en chinga. And I would even say not everybody goes through that. But I went through it. I went through it just like any of y'all would. That should show you I am one of you all. I've always said this and I will continue to say this. I am you guys. We are one of the same. I am here to do what you guys are trying to do. Stop this corruption, stop the bullshit, and treat everybody equal. Treat everybody equal. You know, I had the privilege, and I say privilege because it's an absolute privilege to learn under Mr. Hector Chavez. Rest in peace. Brilliant man, brilliant man. He's done a lot for our community. Um, and one of the things that he always said, I don't think he created the saying, but it really caught on in my head. It stuck in my head when he would say it, and it was todos hijos de Dios o todos hijos del diablo. In other words, we're even. We're all sons of the God, or we're all sons of the devil. It's not some over here, some over there. We all came through our mom's womb, vagina, whatever the hell you want to call it. All of us came like that, right? All of us put our jeans on one leg at a time, one leg at a time. I mean, I guess there's might be some special ones out there that could do it with two legs at a time, but damn, you're special, right? That's all I got to say about that. But you know, we're all the same here, guys. We arrived here on this planet all the same. We're out there. We're a star in the universe. We have karmic energy that we need to resolve. Um, and that's what it is. I mean, we all choose who our parents are. We all choose uh, the situation we're going into because this is a karmic cycle that we live in on planet Earth. And if you know, pass away from the physical world, the karma is still there, the energy. Guys, one of the laws that you guys need to remember is the Einstein law, guys. Energy cannot be destroyed, cannot be created, cannot, energy is energy. It does not just disappear. Energy transmute into something else. So we all came here the same way, right? So we're all should be considered as created equally. Why not? All the news medias were tripping on their way to the computer posting your mugshot. Hmm. And we know who they are, and that's fine. And yeah, the Latino even went to the chief of police to get a report on mom, and and that's fine. And the Latino needs to be careful because that tail is longer than goddamn. We got some stuff, but no, 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 and you're right. And we heard when the Latino in the interview was trying to insinuate that there was something there. And he's done this in the past before. That's why I tell you guys, you need to question what candidates are with what people around them. It's very important to question that. Now, with the Latino, I mean, we'll talk about that. I mean, they had their staple of candidates out there. You guys know who we're dealing with, right? I mean, let's not even try to put a cushion or explain or do anything because you guys are seeing that in real time. Who's who, including myself, including the Maverick Times and all that. You're seeing in real time who's who, who's doing what. Now, it's up to you guys to do a little bit of research to see who's doing their due diligence. And just to get back at what Lando was saying, yeah, the Latino was there trying to grab something when there wasn't anything. So, we appreciate the chief of police, the way she handled the situation. Um, it could be real easy to buckle under the pressure and just give the media what they want. Like, sí, estaba esto, whatever, right? But I appreciate the way it was handled because I mean there wasn't a situation where some of those items came into play, and you know they were attempting to grasp at straws, really. But I appreciated the way the chief handled that, and again, just because there's a mugshot and there's this, that doesn't mean that they're guilty. It doesn't. So again, going back, that's the reason why, Lando, that we don't, we very rarely share them. If we do, it's because it's something like big. But DWI, this, that, the other. One of the things we did share, and I do remember, is when there was a fight at the baseball field with softball, and then there was a gun involved. Okay, eso es algo diferente, right? It's a bigger thing, but because you got assaulted, because this, that, smaller things. I mean, again, they each have their court dates. They're gonna go to court. They are not guilty. So that's why we do that. No other reason than that. And I think it's important to know that. Um, Moving forward with some questions, we got Afra Mayel. Everyone who got butt hurt went all to get the story. Yeah. I mean, we saw how that went, and I hope you guys saw how that went. Um, and again, we the thing with that is that there's a video out there. You guys, I mean, it's circulating. It was on Compre y Vendo. Somebody posted it. Damn, how did y'all get that video, right? But it may have been a good thing because you can clearly see what happened, right? So, anyways, that's not what we were here for. That's not what we're talking about. But I went a little bit in depth because I do like to give those people that are on here and supporting, what we do. It's not easy what we do, and then you guys saw that today. It's not easy what we do. Um, we have a unique way of doing our things, but in no means is it easy because you guys see what we get in return. What Aframayel said. What Lando said. Is this showing? I don't see it on my side. What Lando said. And I guess it comes with the territory, but damn, they were on it. They were on it, dude. I was like all over the freaking place. And what have you. It is what it is. Again, we have our day in court and we'll address the situation when we got it done. But when you have a rookie cop not knowing, not being trained, not, things happen. It's all right. I mean, I don't blame him. I don't, hate this cop or anything. He thought he was doing right, but you don't shove people in their houses like that. You don't. Moving on. Too much time on that. We got Bruce. I like how Now You Know News tries to act like they have a high moral ground when it comes to criticizing Monica, but post and clowns people on their mug shots, including on his personal page. Well, I mean that's partially why we have our title is now you know who he is. Now you know the type of person you're dealing with. Now you know who's hungry and who will do any. Now you know who will do anything for this much of fame. It is what it is, guys. I mean, you know, I'm not here to try to convince you of anything, and I've told you that many times. I'm not here to try to get you on anybody's side. That's not my intention whatsoever. We're here to give you the facts that we're able to find with the receipts, and then you make your opinion, right? Because we live in America. There is no state run media. But I will say this is peep the game. Watch the game as it's developing. You see us letting out information about Monica Cruz, and shortly after, you see the bombs coming from Now You Know Ho, the Now You Know Ho, and excuse me for that. And it's like, bro, come on, you know. And it's funny. I mean, I like what Bruce is saying. Thank you, Bruce, for your comment, Bruce. And the thing is that I know you guys are smarter than that. That's why you follow us because you guys are the intelligent group of the community. You guys are the intelligent group of the community that can sort through the bullshit, the facts, and the slinging. One thing I will point out is that I'm not running for election. The Maverick Times is not running for an election. We aren't elected officials. So why the focus so much on a person that is not an elected official? What is the focus? Is it because you lack investigative skills? Is it because you got paid to do this? Could it be that you are not able to get anything on the other candidate? What is it? All I know is the fact is that you have someone aspiring to get in the news media trying to tear down a news media for bringing out facts about the candidate they support. This is true. Why the focus on the Maverick Times? Why the focus on Isaak Ruiz? If that person had any ounce of investigative skills, they would be focusing on the candidate. Or or can you not find anything of substance? Let's move on, guys. I hate to give him more attention than he needs because we all know that goes to his head. So let's go through these comments. That has been the MO of them. Thank you, Lando, for bringing that up. I mean, that's how it's gone for him. You know, we don't want to judge, but some of the things that they do push, and man, we've been on that Latino several times, and it is what it is, right? I guess they just like us. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't even know what to say about now. You know, Ho over here always following me, doing everything. He's the first person to like, laugh, heart, all our stuff, and it it's becoming a little concerning, right? Like maybe his wife should interject and be like, "Hey, man, is there something going on? Is there something I don't know?" Um, but yeah, going back to Lando's comments, he's accurate. He's accurate because the out of the three candidates that the Latino had in their paper, two of them lost. Now one's going to run off, and we're gonna see that's gonna be a big. It's a big race, guys. Don't get confused about it. Everybody needs to be out voting, and I like I said, I don't care how you vote. Get out and vote because when you don't vote, the vote haulers win. Whoever the vote haulers are with. If you don't go out and vote, the vote haulers will win. All right, we got Aframayel with a question. Bro, question. Can someone who works for the federal government acquire information from a contractor and use it for personal agendas? Aframayel, absolutely no. We did notice some of these comments coming out and directly attacking people about a situation that happened at Firefly. Now, one of the things I would like you guys to know who worked at that Firefly. Who worked at that Firefly? Who could get information from there? Who used to drive a bus, had a security patch on the back? Could he have gotten information? I don't know, but I do want to say, hmm, I think you may be onto something, Faframayel. Now, yes, federal government information. Look, even information that is given out from the state and all that, you have to keep that internally as an employee. If they can pinpoint you that you released information that was not released. Now, that doesn't matter if it's public information. If you obtain information outside of the legal channels, you will be responsible for letting information out. And I can tell you this right away, some of the information is not allowed to be out. Now, the majority is, but specific information that's not allowed to be out. And Aframayel, I'm glad you brought it up because we noticed it. We noticed that. We noticed that there was certain comments being made, and who else would know certain things like that other than somebody from the inside? somebody's playing a very dangerous game, a very dangerous game. And if that person has any brain, any mind, if you're not an imbecile, you would stop leaving clues and evidence to get you and your partner wrapped up in something legal or a legal situation, especially if it has to do with the federal government and releasing confidential information, which all the information is confidential until you request that FOIA. Any other information leaked outside of a FOIA, you can be responsible for it. You can be responsible for it. Good question. Thank you, Aframayel. Anybody else got some questions? Drop them, guys. Look, we've been with the City of Eagle Pass around 15 years. We've been doing this public service stuff for about 20. Um, we're knowledgeable in the topic, and we're here to let you guys know. And if we don't know, shit, we'll look it up right now online, and we'll find some kind of question or answer for you, right? Answer for your question. But that's what we're here for, you know, uh, to bring you relevant information so you guys can determine what it is that you need to do, especially in those ballot boxes, guys. I cannot stress enough how important it is to get out and vote. Whether you like a candidate, whether you don't, get out and vote. So we got another comment coming in. The Maverick, Lando Fortis, I want to give you a big thank you for your warm comments, love, and supporting during, before, and after my trial. I got too many messages over my Blueprint account. I decided to isolate myself here, reach out to very few my fans. Without you, won't be here today. I send kisses and love. What the heck? Lando, is this a real thing or is this kind of a fake thing? Lovely kiss. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay, we'll skip over that one. I don't know. Uh, J. David Ortiz. Hello, my fellow Texans. Who got him the equipment? What equipment? You're talking about the now you know I'm a hoe? Who got him the equipment? Who's sponsoring him? All of a sudden, no one gets good mics, good cameras, is now tied up with local politicians. Hey, ahí se los dejo. I mean, it is what it is, guys. Where we've been able to level up a little bit, but we've been doing this thing since, man, it's been years, bro. It's been 5, 6 years since we started with the Rising Texan stuff. And even before that, you guys don't know. You guys do not know. Even before that, let me ask you, do you guys remember an Eagle Pass News Herald for like maybe a year that was running? Nobody knew who was running the Eagle Pass News Herald. Do you guys know who was running that? Yeah. Even before the Rising Texan, even before the Maverick Times, we dabbled a little bit, and the Eagle Pass News Herald. We were there for about a year doing some things, and we kind of tested it out, see what was going on. We didn't keep up with it, but you know years later we said maybe this is what God is calling us to do, because we were fortunate enough to get this type of information, type of insight, working with the city, 15 years, learning, everything from being an outside labor to all the way a director only answering to the assistant city manager. And, you know, we know a little bit. We know a little bit. So we appreciate the experience that we were able to have it. And I think that that is why we're able to do what we do here. is that you can tell the difference between when we report something and when the other guys report something. You can tell the difference. And we pride ourselves on that because you guys aren't getting information just from some Joe Schmo from California that decided one day, hey, I'm gonna copy this guy. No, you're getting the information from the original one, the one who started it all. And that's the truth. You that follow us know that's the truth. Now, can I say that there's a blueprint out there of how to do something? Maybe there is. And I'm sure, now you know that I'm a hoe is following that to a T because some of the stuff he does looks very dude, I'm having deja vu when somebody sends me his stuff. We have a good network that they there's people that keep us informed. We don't even have to go or we don't even follow that page, but we got a network, we got friends, we have people. We've been here in this community 40 fucking years. We know these people, right? So you guys are out here helping us get some stuff done. I'm noticing a big difference in comments from what I'm getting on Facebook to what's actually on here in the software, guys. Um, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but let me look at the comments. Some of these comments here that are actually on Facebook, because I think we skipped through some, and I don't want to do that. So we got a comment coming in from Jaime Martinez. He says, "What is your opinion on the scheduled evaluation of the city manager? Did he piss somebody off, or are they making a play to stick some other compadre in there?" Now, that's one very good question. I do want you guys to know an evaluation of the city manager is something that is regularly stipulated in a contract. Normally, it's done once a year, it could be done twice a year, but it is normal for them to evaluate the city manager. It's a normal process. Now, what I do want you guys to think about before we go to the next comment is the way the councilwoman Monica Cruz expressed herself. Now, we put a video out where she was attacking nepotism. She was attacking nepotism that was going on during the time of former councilwoman Yolanda Ramon. Full disclosure, Councilwoman Yolanda Ramon does have a nephew working at the recycling department, or was working at the recycling department. And the current city manager, Homero Valderas, is married, has kids, has a beautiful family with the daughter of the councilwoman, Yolanda Ramon. That is not a secret. I don't know if everybody knows, but that's the truth. So, in one video that we released earlier, we showed you guys how Councilwoman Monica Cruz was against this corruption. But then in the second video, which was the city manager's evaluation, you see her say, "We have secured your three." Oh, and she backs up a little bit. So, in other words, she's saying that you're here to stay. We picked you. Now, I want to say what happened. What happened between Councilwoman Monica Cruz and then Councilwoman Yolanda Ramon that caused the change? I'll tell you what happened. Hire some compadres y aquí lo arreglamos todos entre los otros. Hire the compadres y aquí los arreglamos todo entre los otros. And you guys see that. I put them, the videos are there on our page, guys, if you want to take a look. As a matter of fact, I think we can probably roll them up here for you in a little bit. So, The city manager, yes, they get evaluated. That's something regularly that gets done. But the question we all should be asking is what happened with Councilwoman Monica Cruz that stopped her from pursuing the corruption? What stopped her from doing something against the establishment when that is exactly what she ran on? And I'll say that of any candidate. If you're coming in wanting to get rid of corruption, why do you turn around and participate in it? Why turn around and participate in it? All right, scrolling down the comments from Ayel, yeah, he got a lot of equipment. He got a lot of things. And yeah, I mean, if you look at his posts, you can see it's the same regular people that are commenting on those posts. Certain people se acercaron con él, and that that's their choice as politicians, I guess. I don't think they're making the best decision for their political careers, but if that's who you want to put your faith on, uh, I can't argue, I can't say anything. I can't. No se puede decir nada, ¿verdad? So another comment, absolutely not. They are going against FOIA and they face penalties. It's going against HIPAA. Well, certain HIPAA, yeah, you can't. HIPAA, they'll bury you. You'll get buried if you're releasing HIPAA information. But again, if you release any type of information, you can be held liable because you're releasing confidential information. All information is confidential until there is a FOIA request. No employer allows you to release information that they have. There is no employer that allows that, guys. It's just not normal practice. It's not regular practice. It's not something that they will do. They are violating their professional, ethical, and professional obligations. Absolutely. If anybody is releasing information from the inside, they are participating in a violation and they should be held accountable to it. Thank you for everybody jumping on. I want to ask you guys, you can do me the favor, like this post, share it. I'm looking here. We're not getting too much likes, guys. And I understand. I understand that maybe you can't like, you can't, you know, share it. But I think that sometimes you guys need to, suck it up. Share this post. Let everybody know what's going on. It's important. It's important to know. It's important to have courage. It's important to stand up. This is the reason why we live in America. This is the reason why I bring up this damn flag every single time we have a podcast because we are in the United States. We are in Texas. This Texas. We're free, guys. We're free. Nobody should be afraid to comment, like, share a post. And I know a lot of you at the school district are hampered by that because you guys tell me I have so many people on my phone sending me message from the school district, teachers, principals, counselors. Isaac, we are afraid to vote. We are afraid. I liked your video. I liked your post, but we can't hit the button. We have the superintendent on our ass. What better example than what they're talking about? What did they do to counsel former Mayor Luis Fuentes? The superintendent, Samuel Mijares, handled that. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of dirty stuff going on here, and nothing more dirty than intimidating people. That's dirty. Just threatening their job. How is that right? It's called the milpa. Milpa ti, milpa me. Chloe, Chloe, Chloe. Okay. Telling our beautiful, beautiful child over there, our second one over there, that bring me a beer. Beautiful one too, guys. Y'all watch out for her. She's gonna be a lot smarter than I am. Y'all better be careful. Anyways, all right. Now we have the boy coming over here. He's delivering us a cheese stick. Y'all mind? Mm, it's a little cold. Ugh. That was tough. Sorry about that, guys. My boy came over here and gave me a cheese stick, so I don't want to tell my baby boy no. He's the only boy I got. Looks like me. Uh, yeah. So let's move on. We got some more comments coming in. Guys, ask questions. Please ask questions. This is y'all's show. The Maverick Times was built by you guys, and I totally understand that. This is not me. Um, I'm just here, the guy willing to get behind the camera, but this was built because of y'all, and any other journalist or anybody else doing content like similar should recognize that you guys are the ones who build everything. Shit, I could be here all day by myself, but if you guys don't show up, is that really a podcast? Is that really a show? Is that really entertainment if I'm here by myself? No, it's not. So you'll never hear us say, it's all me. Look at the views. They all came to see me. No, get out of here with that shit, right? Um, it's just what it is, guys. People don't like to be told what they are doing wrong, specifically with truth. Yeah, especially with truth. Sorry. Um, yeah, Miss Yaritza, Yaritza. I hope I said that name right. You're absolutely right. And it's not anything to where we're trying to point out the mistake, but to improve upon, right? Because we want them to be better, whoever it may be. Y'all want to give comments out here if I'm doing something wrong and y'all got proof of it? Shit. Well, maybe you're telling me because you want my content to be better. And that's fine. I mean, we took a little criticism. Sorry, guys, my back's been killing me all day. We took a little bit of criticism earlier today from a friend. A guy I grew up with since we were practically in diapers, and he told me that um, what's going on may be hurting the Maverick Times because we're going back and forth and some choice decisions that we may have made, and it is what it is. But I think that a lot of people need to understand how important, it's very important, this race. Now, I don't care who you vote for, but I need you to go out and vote. It's important. It's important to get out there and vote and know who these candidates are and hold them accountable. Hold them accountable to what they're doing, hold accountable to what they're saying they're going to do, and make sure we keep up with them, guys. Every elected official manages our tax dollars. Every official. They have a vote, that determines what happens with our tax dollars. Now, if you're anything like me, guys, you don't like to pay taxes. Who likes to pay taxes? You see your hard-earned money get spread thin because yeah, we have property taxes, we have sales tax, we have taxes that we have to pay. Now, the thing I will repeat is that these elected officials are using your tax dollars when they make decisions. They're using your tax dollars making these decisions. So it's very important, just like Paco just commented this, vote, but vote informed. Know who you're voting for. Know these candidates. Know who those candidates are surrounding themselves with. It's very important, guys, because look, candidates, people running for elected office, they tend to get influenced. They get influenced. And they get influenced because of the time that they've been there. Now, my opinion on that is if you're going to get influenced positively, right? So, who do you think would give you a positive influence? It's important. Um, ¿Qué es el dicho? What's the saying? The saying goes something like, you are who you hang around with. Uh, wasn't there another one like, show me who you associate with, and I'll show you who you are? It, that's true, guys. If you see somebody supporting somebody and that's a shady character, maybe we got to look at them. And now, shady can mean a lot of things. I'm not meaning shady as in like, you went through some shit, you got out of that shit, and that's that. Shady as in like you just do shit that doesn't sit well. And a lot of these, not even politicians, but a lot of these other people that are out here trying to convince you of something, they're doing shady shit. They're doing shady shit. Now you know. It seems that the only one who doesn't know is him. If you know, you know. Now you know that hoe. Look, let's just be honest. I'm not trying to bring anybody down. That's not what we're doing here. We're not trying to put anybody down. But since Afra brought it up, this guy, I had him on a podcast several times. Um, this same guy out of nowhere, and I still don't know why. All of a sudden, this guy just started letting it out with some holy moral clause that all I do is slander people, all I do is this, all I do is that, and it's just the fuck you talking about, bro? The fuck you talking about? When somebody provides the receipts, how is that slander? And the funny thing is that you riding on this holy horse talking about how I slander people, forget the whole fact, Fluffy, that you're fucking slandering me, bro. I mean, what's is it projection, guys? Can you help me out? Is it projection that when you're unable to recognize what you yourself are doing, or yeah, what you yourself are doing, but you're so ready to point out what someone else you're perceived is doing or what you perceive he's doing. And that's the sleight of hand here, right? Where I have no idea. I don't know how your biggest fan could become your biggest hater, yet he's still your biggest fan. The fuck? Is anybody else confused by that but me? Because I'm confused as fuck. I mean, I know we had him on a podcast. We helped him out in an election he was running. Now, if things didn't turn out the way you wanted to, I mean, that's not why get mad at us, bro. And it brings me back to what I was saying earlier is that I'm not even a candidate. I'm not running. The Maverick Times is not running for elected office. So why focus on the Maverick Times? Is it because you cannot get anything on the other candidate that you're not supporting? I mean, we know who you're supporting. There's a big ass sign in your lawn who you're supporting. We know there was a deal with you and Monica, the councilwoman. We know that she went, the councilwoman Monica Cruz went with a news media that is not experienced, that does not know how to investigate, that does not know history of Eagle Pass, and does not do a very good job. And I'm sure he's watching. And that's fine. Watch. You're the biggest fan. There's nobody faster with that harder like than now you know the hoe. We missed a couple of comments. Let's see. Aframayel, dime con quién te juntas y te diré quién eres. Yeah. And that's very true. Very true. You are who you hang out with. Dime con quién te. Oh, snap. Look at that. Paco and Aframayel are on it today. They even got the accents on all the words. They're like, God damn, guys. All right. Aframayel. I might get backlash from this, but people who support him are starting to poke at me. Fuck. I mean, look, it it's all right that now you know the hoe who's the hoe pokes at me like that's fine. We have thick skin. But going after a resident that is stating their opinion? Come on. Come on. Y'all are willing to go that low? Just for what? To make a name for yourself? Because that's what it looks like. It looks a lot like that. Now, if you guys want to go into that page, now you know the hoe, you will see there is nothing. There is nothing more than Isaak Ruiz news, the Maverick Times news. That's all you hear from him. And the ads. Come on. Now, Aframayel, let me put it on again. Why are y'all going after this guy? Why? Direct your shots at me if y'all want. What you should be directing is the shots towards the candidate because they signed up for that. When you run for office, you should know, hey, they're gonna throw shots at me. And you gotta be willing to do that. I mean, I've been dragged through the mud, spin through this, spin through that. I mean, they can't even fucking find the damn thing that they have to throw out bullshit on me. And it's part of the game. It's part of the game. And that's fine. But don't go after regular residences, man. Don't go after regular residents that are just voicing their opinion. And then go at them dirty with files that you got confidentially, probably illegally. Don't do that. Hit the public figures, man. Don't go after regular residents trying to make ends meet because they want to voice their opinion. That's fucking America, man. That's what we're here for. That's why I do what I damn do. Because of you guys trying to keep everybody silent. Yeah, si quieren todos. This is how they want y'all. That's how they want y'all. Where you can't say anything, you can't do anything. Fuck, if you even like a damn post. In the school district, grounds for firing all of a sudden. Lando, he actually used you and Banda to get some followers, and then I started attacking you. Like, come on. I haven't seen a Banda live in a while. Shout out to Banda. We haven't caught up with him. We haven't talked to him in a while. It's been too long. But you know, we hope you're doing well, Mr. Banda. I remember we used to rattle the internet back in the day. But yeah, I mean, look, the guy wanted to do podcasts with me. We did podcasts with him, and then eventually, like, you know, it's very hard for me to trust people in general. Shit, it it's hard to trust people, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys can relate, but I'm always like, you know, hey, it's hard to trust people nowadays, bro. You don't know who's with you. You don't know who's against you. You don't know if um if people have the best intentions for you. And man, I get this all the damn time. I cannot. I just don't trust people. I don't. So I had this guy in the podcast. It seems like he wants to be doing more. The thing is that you know what I think it was. One of the times we actually came out and exposed back then Councilman Elias Diaz for his past career, which I believe and still believe that it's very relevant uh, to his to right now. Right, it's very relevant what you did in the past, especially if it has to do with selling something. In that case, he sold himself, his body, right, to do whatever he did. Um, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like it's relevant to things. So one time we you know years ago we posted that, and then in true fashion you get the little gordito out there with his uh how do I say it, según él, pinche, I'm moral, I'm this, I'm that. And he goes out and says that, the Maverick Times is wrong for exposing the truth. Now, again, I've said sometimes my delivery of the truth may not be your brand. I totally get that. I get it. I get it. But the message is still the same. All right. Now, don't kill the messenger, but sometimes you may not like how I deliver the facts, but that does not negate that they're facts. It doesn't. So I think that may have been the reason. I'm not sure, but he came out like he always does con el pinche sports coat que compró a Ross a la verga. Pinche sports coat de Ross. Vámonos. Or Burlington, whatever, Boom, put it on with a t-shirt, right? And, hey, now you know that he came on and protected him, I guess, if you want to say. But It's like, what the fuck? You literally tried to defend somebody that we brought out the truth about. How can you defend that? And then it's been a consistent theme with him. It's like, God damn, bro. He he probably keeps more tabs on me than my wife does. And I don't know why I should be sad about that. Maybe I should tell my wife, hey, you need to pay attention to me more or something, because Fluffy's paying attention to me. I don't know where he got it from, but it's a pinche little sports code. And then in the debate, he was there in Ross, Burlington, or Coles, right? And it doesn't matter. That's where I get my shit too, right? Uh, where I get my shit too, so no hay pedo, ¿verdad? But yeah, man. I mean, it's like a facade, I guess. I don't know what to call it. And I think that you guys can see that somebody creating a facade to make a difference or influence you, and you see somebody authentic, somebody real, somebody that acts like himself. This is me, guys. You can catch me if I'm not working with a cap, sometimes backwards, in a t-shirt. I'm wearing freaking khaki shorts right now. I mean, I didn't go put on a pinche sports coat from Ross just to tell you something. That's not to say that I don't wear suits or anything. I mean, they're there, you know. Um, the wife keeps them nice and pressed and all that, and ready to go when they're needed. But you, it's like, who are you trying to trick, right? Because I mean, I've never tried to be anything that I'm not. Uh, I'm obnoxious at times. Y'all may not like how I deliver stuff at times, but one thing I'll say is that I hit more than I miss. I hit more than I miss. And I rarely have swing and misses. Shit. I foul the damn ball. You know what I mean? I don't swing and miss. I at least foul it, meaning that I'm somewhere around the vicinity of what is going on. Wait a minute. I just saw a comment that looked interesting. Let me see here. He needed you and Banda to feel welcome in Texas. Yeah, he ain't even from Texas. Are you kidding me? He ain't even from Texas. Oh, man. If he ain't even from Texas, is he from Eagle Pass? I am. Born and raised. Many of y'all actually went to school with me. Many of y'all go to school with my kids, or many of y'all's kids go to school with my kids. This is me. Authentic. I ain't trying to trick you about who I am. I tell you what they think they're trying to tell you. What they think that they're trying to break. Oh, he's Commissioner Ruiz's nephew. Haven't I been saying that for the past 4 fucking years? Yes, he is. But do they tell you that he's not my supervisor? So that's not nepotism? Anybody that can review and can investigate should have investigated that. But now you know the hoe don't investigate. He doesn't investigate. He throws shit and see what sticks. It's true. It's true. Whatever sticks, a ver si le pego con esta. A ver si le pego con esta. A ver, a ver. Come on, man. on. Just it's upsetting, guys. And you don't take it upsetting when somebody from outside this community tells you how this community should be. That's not the Eagle Pass I know. The Eagle Pass I know would tell an outsider, "Tell way, this Eagle Pass motherfucker you respect." And I'll tell you this, I mean, I'm like that. Look, y'all can take whoever the person I disagree with the most. Somebody comes from out of town and tries to do something to that person that maybe I don't like. Hell, I'm siding with that guy from Eagle Pass. We deal with the outsider first, and then me and you will talk. But while we have this outsider here, boom, shit balls to the wall. Wait, we're together. Because this Eagle Pass. It ain't no fucking California. It's Texas. It ain't no fucking California. Keep that liberal shit over there. Paco Jr., he says he attacked him because of November Pride Parade, saying they push off the Veterans Parade, then he defends them. You see what I mean? Thank you, Paco. Thank you. I have forgotten about that. He was attacking Elias Diaz about the Pride Parade in November. Woo! Does a 180 and then goes and defends him. This is what you can expect from a dick writer. It's what he does. And don't take me on my word. Check it out for yourself. You have somebody from the community telling you that. And I'm sure he's watching. He never misses a show. But he is so delusional. I don't know what world that man lives in. I don't know. Or shit, maybe I am. Maybe I'm the delusional one because what he sees, I do not see whatsoever. Do y'all? Am I wrong in this? Is anyone going to talk about how these people are trying to make Eagle Pass into Soy Boy Central? Well, yeah. I mean, Joey, let's talk about it. What's going on with this issue? Are they trying to come into our community and change our community? Joey, what I'm worried about is those males that are feminine. That's what I'm worried about. The soy boys you talk about, I think that we already know where they sit. But when you have these males out here, okay, Fortis, I just saw a comment come in that Fortis says 60K views. It was 6K. It was 6K or like 16, maybe, not the 60. No, hombre, no le das tanto ese güey, por favor, Fortis. It was 16 views at the most. And yeah, he says it was him, only him, even though he had three mayor candidates on there. That's the funny shit about it, right? That's the funny shit about it. Um, Yadrira Jimena Riveras will rewatch just came in. Thank you for joining us. Since you just joined us, we're gonna ask you to like this video, like this podcast, and share it. You're just coming in. Can you do us that favor? We'd appreciate it. Lando Fortis, he got 60K views. It was 16 views, 16,000 views. And yes, you're right. It wasn't because of him. It was because of Jesus Casas, Aaron Valdez, and Monica Cruz. They were all running for mayor candidates. And you know that's the thing. That's what you got to really peep. Why did Councilwoman Monica Cruz only go to a debate with this certain news media? That is a question that you guys are not asking enough. Why? Why did he go? Why did she, Councilwoman Monica Cruz, go with the news media that is not well known and is not going to ask her tough questions? I can tell you right now the exact reason why Monica Cruz did not come on the Maverick Times. The exact reason that Monica Cruz is did not come to the Maverick Times, the councilwoman, because we were going to ask her those hard questions. We were going to ask her, why does it seem that you sold out to Yolanda Ramon, the former city councilwoman? Why were you so against anti corruption? Why were you so against the establishment at the city that was created only to join that establishment, to become a part of that establishment, to make sure yours get hired? And then you'll get theirs hired too. Of course, I would not go with the news media if I was a politician. I wouldn't go with that news media either. Me va a matar ahí. It's over if he's going to ask me those questions. Yeah. Trying to bring that DEI bullshit, right, Joey? Yeah, he's obviously trying to get you fired and trying to bring California bullshit into your workplace. Come on. Look, I hope everybody can see. And I think that Fortis, shout out to Fortis, had said this once. The people that follow him are people that dislike the Maverick Times for one whatever reason or the other. And I think that Fortis is onto something that's fairly accurate. Yeah, as a matter, that's accurate as fuck. The only reason people run to his news media, which is about that big, is because they want to hate on me, and he only has news about me. Now, let's talk a little bit about what Joey was saying. Yeah, there was this young gentleman that went by, and we did a podcast about it to show you guys exactly how everything really transpired. Because there's people out there, guys, that want to confuse you. There's people out there that want to throw a rock and then hide. There's people out there that want to burn people. But when you check them on it, they're the victim. That's what they're doing, man. Fluffy is getting with these people and they're trying to bring something up that's not there. It's not there. If anything, I have showed my worth with the county. And that's a punto parte from what I do here on my free time. But I think we've shown our worth. In less than 2 years, over 3.5 million in grant funds. The majority of that brand new grants that the county never had. We have shown our worth to the county. Now, if there's some, wannabe out there that wants to be like us, wants to talk like us, wants to act like us, but he is not. the original one. He is not the one with the those pinches cajones to give you what we give you, facts, the receipts, going after candidates to make sure they are held accountable. That's all we want. Accountability. What if I tell you that you, Mr. Isaac, are spot on one thing? Hmm. I would ask you, what is it that I'm spot on? Ramael? He's your number one fan and has a page dedicated to you. I think he has a crush on you. He's your stalker. Man, shit. I don't think you're that off, Paco. I don't think you're that off. Let's put that let's put that one for a little bit longer because I don't think you're off. Shit. It is what it is, and I know he's watching. He's probably mad right now, Paco, after your comments. But hey, I mean, that's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like. So I mean, look at this. Joey, he was calling Fortis and me names on a fake account on his page and said something like, "We're holding this town back." Well, one, I don't give a fuck. Then he tells me I'm going bald and I need to grow some hair. Shit, I was so insulted. Pizza Joey. No, I mean, yes, Joey. Like you see it. Forti sees it. Aframayel sees it. You tell me, how do we get everybody else seeing this bullshit for what it is? I mean, we posted and we proved to everybody this guy gets fake accounts and he's talking to himself. You have to be a special type of educated motherfucker to do that. Who the hell creates a fake profile to talk to themselves? God, man. That kid is special. That man is whatever you want to call him. That dude is special. But I'd be concerned if I was his wife. You know, shit. Why the hell are you following some guy so closely? I mean, what does he want? Get it away. There you go. You're the real Slim Shady. All the other Slim Shadys are just imitating. That's what's up. You caught the reference, right, Afamil? I was trying to remember everything. I was trying to remember everything on the lyrics on there, but yeah, I mean, you caught on, and it's true, bro. A million out there trying to act like me. Maybe not a million, but there's one trying to act like me, talk like me, walk like me. Might be the next best thing, but not quite like me. But again, guys, look, the Rising Texan, the Maverick Times, that was created because of you all. It's I'm just the guy willing to get behind the camera and say it, but it's you guys. It's you guys driving this. I'm not the bus driver here. I'm on for the ride. Y'all are taking me places where I've never been, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that from all y'all. I mean, we've been have a steady count on here of viewers, and I appreciate y'all 100%. And I will never say that this is all me, this is all me, this is all me. No shit. The Maverick Times is community based and has been built by this community. You guys are the ones who send me news. You guys are the ones who send me tips. You guys are the ones that send those videos that San Antonio news picks up. You guys are the ones that send me those videos. You guys. And it's a shame that you guys would allow someone else to tell you differently. How does how does a fish? Hmm, yeah, people like easy answers and being lied to. Yeah, I see that. Yes, sir. The rising Texan is still rising. Absolutely, guys. I mean, damn. And we never thought that that was gonna go where it went, but it went where it went. So much so that we had to make sure that we're still here, bring you guys the facts. Now, let me tell you guys, this is what separates us from any other news media. Receipts. Today, our news is sponsored by the letter M. Sorry, guys, trying to tap into that Sesame Street crap. Back in the day, who used to watch Sesame Street? Lando says he fooled a lot of people, bro. It's crazy. We thought he might be a semi Isaac Ruiz news media, but I guess not. I mean, I, Fortis, I would just say it's just going back to knowing what you want, knowing how to get information, but just being authentic with it. I think is more than anything. Way like be authentic with it. Like ain't nobody else bringing y'all's receipts. When I say a statement, it's because we got one of these, a document that supports the statements. So we're edging around 2 hours. We're probably gonna end it up in 2 hours, but stay here because here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. So what I have in front of me, guys, and this is important because you guys need to know. So Huba compre vendo is now exposing comment. Joey, I'll tell you like I told a guy earlier. I just got my haircut. I look low and uneven, guys. What do y'all think? They do a good job. Yeah, they did a good job. Look at that. Hasta con la pelona, chinga. Anyways, so Joey, a magician never reveals his secrets. A magician does not reveal his secrets, but I will tell you that you do have a community that is watching. You have a community that is ready to expose foul play. And they're gonna expose foul play. Keep it fair, keep it legal. Why go and do anonymous posts, guys? Tengan los pinches huevos. I mean, shit. I have like 3 nuts here. If y'all want one, I'll fucking give you an extra one. Maybe that'll help y'all. So, receipts. We have a lot of people saying that the city council does not make decisions such as hiring, right? I'm sure you've heard that I'm sure you've heard that before where the city council only decides on who's the city manager and who's the city judge and who's the city auditor, which has not been hired yet. But that's the story that is the fact. It's true. Nobody should be making those decisions other than city council, but it happens. I mean, other than the city manager on hirings, but it happens. And let me tell you why. So, this here that I was showing you guys, it is the lawsuit between Jesus R. Rodriguez, the plaintiff. He is suing the city of Eagle Pass. This is a former finance director. Former finance director. Now, flip a couple of pages, right? Background, he was fired and he is suing for wrongful termination. But what grounds does he have? Sorry, just flipping through these pages real quick to show you where exactly it tells you the good stuff. So, we're on the factual basis here. If you see, it says the City of Eagle Pass City Charter, Section 3.07, states that all powers and authority, including all matters of policy, which are expressly or by implication conferred on or possessed by the city, shall be vested in and exercised by the council. Provided, however, that the city council shall have no authority to exercise those powers which are expressly conferred upon other city officers by this charter. So you have here where it says powers and duties. The city manager shall be responsible to the council for the proper administration of all city affairs placed in his charge by or under this charter. The powers herein conferred upon the city manager may include, but shall not be limited to, the powers set forth under this section. So it tells you several things that the city manager is in charge of. Now, something of very, very significance on the procedural background. So we're not going to read the entire thing, but one thing that you guys need to read or need to hear in or around 2022, Mr. Murua became interim city manager. He informed Rodriguez that he had been directed by the city council to terminate his employment and that he would not be given an opportunity to resign in lieu of termination. I'm just going to let that one sit for a little bit. In or around 2022, Mr. Murua became the interim city manager. He informed Rodriguez that he had been directed by the city council to terminate his employment and that he would not be given the opportunity to resign in lieu of termination. Now, according to this lawsuit, city council does make decisions on employment. It does make employment decisions, better said. Again, on Mr. Murua's final day of interim city manager, he informed Rodriguez that he had been directed by city council to terminate his employment. Wait a minute. I thought city council didn't make employment decisions, but we have a lawsuit that's indicating something different. Now, why? They're claiming that the city council does make decisions about the employees. So let me ask you this. This is what this lawsuit alleges. Do you think it's safe to say that maybe if this lawsuit is alleging that city council does get involved in employment decisions, do you think city council got involved in hiring the bridge director, David Salcedo? It's not a stretch. Now, all of y'all already had put David Salcedo, the former county judge, now currently the city bridge director. You guys already put him to bed. You guys said no to David Salcedo and the corruption that follows him. Yet, we see him employed at the bridge that brings up a heavy revenue for the city of Eagle Pass. Doesn't that make you guys think a little bit? You have an allegation, a lawsuit. Now, Jesse Rodriguez was not just your run of the mill employee. This guy was, he did a lot of things for the city of Eagle Pass as the finance director. Now, full disclosure, me and him don't see eye to eye, and it is what it is. But that does not mean I cannot be truthful and impartial. The guy did a lot for the city. He did a lot. Now, him alleging this, it's hard to believe he's just lying about it. It's hard to believe that he's just throwing that out there. No, like there had to been some money being paid to an attorney to prepare this, right? Now you tell me, would you pay a bunch of money to prepare a lawsuit if what you're saying isn't true? Now these are allegations. It's a lawsuit. It hasn't been proved in court. But do you think somebody would submit something like that without having some kind of factual state specs supporting that? It's just common sense. So in that petition, he's alleging that city council told the interim city manager, Ivan Morua, to fire him. And not only that, that he was not allowed to resign in lieu of the termination. So they wanted to tag him with that. Okay. So if he's alleging that the city council said something or had a part in that, is it a stretch to say that the city council had a part in hiring bridge director David Salcedo? It's not a stretch. Everything is there for you guys to see. We just got to present it to you guys. Paco, you got to look good for Ruben. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know what his tastes are, but we don't swing from that vine. What I told you that Batman is in fact part of Poison Ivy's team. If you know, you know. He also kept interviewing a state rep, Democrat instead of Republican Garza. Tells you everything you need to know. Didn't he run as a Republican? Wasn't he touting Republican values? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how that happens, right, Fortis? Who's Mark Montalvo? Who's really running the bridge system? No one has interviewed the bridge director to see how the bridge system is doing or for his opinion on the bridge expansion. I don't know. That's a good question, man. Mark, I wish I could tell you who's running that show. We have our assumptions, but it's just real funny how everything worked out. It's just very funny, uh, suspicious even, and I would even say like, the fuck's going on there, right? Because we don't know what was said behind closed doors. We did ask for the applications for the bridge director so we can compare, and we're gonna show you all that. And if David Salcedo was the best candidate, he was the best candidate. But what we want to know, was there any other candidates? Was there any other qualified candidates? Was this a political hire that would help Monica Cruz's, the councilwoman's campaign? That's what we want to know, guys. Drop your comments if you have any. Uh, it's a difficult show, guys. We've been getting attacked since the morning. I think it was like 7 in the morning. We woke up, do our regular hunt for news because we want to bring you guys current events, right? What's going on, what's happening in your town, in your city, and also around in the community. So and we just woke up to bombs away. Everybody had the Maverick Times in their mouth that night. I mean, that morning, everybody did. So we had to reach back and brought back one of our favorites here, to help warn those spirits out. You guys remember many times that we busted out our sage, and more now than ever, I think we need to light it up, our sage, right? Because it's difficult times out here, difficult times, man, and everybody is trying to attack. But why are they trying to attack? Is what we need to really examine as a community. Is that why are people attempting to attack a news media that is simply trying to provide the truth for the community? What is it that these people have to hide? Guys, I really recommend you guys. This sage is very good. It's for many, many things. Um, it's got a decent smell to it. I mean, it's not, no es un pinche pupuri, right? A potpourri or whatever you want to call it. A little sage stick helps warn off the evil spirits, cleanses the home, and is a real good. Um, the smell of it actually works in the nervous system to ease the nervous system, if that makes sense. I don't know if I worded that all correctly, but yeah, man. Since 7 in the morning, we've been being attacked. We had to bust out this puppy. You know, uh, that's why now can't get to us, guys, because we're all saged up over here, warning off those evil spirits. I love the way sage smells when it burns, but ¿qué estás quemando, chato? Sage, sage, dilo, sage. You pop in any holistic store and they'll have some for you, man. Um, yeah, it's gotten that bad, guys, where we have to reach back for one of those. We're still looking for the Buddha. You all remember the Buddha from our the Rising Texans times. We're still looking for Buddha. We know Buddha's around here somewhere. Mm. With the transition, with the move, with the family and everything, Buddha got packed. We don't know where Buddha is, but if we find Buddha, we'll bring him back. Are you kidding me? Somebody need to educate this motherfucker, but whatever. Sage. Sage. El migrante anónimo pendejo. Sage. That's what it is. Sage. I tell you, man. I don't even know, man. Is that motherfucker now you know? Because it seems like it, right? You could tell that motherfucker this is black, and then he says, no, it's white. It's white. This is white. Yo soy now you know it's white. Look at that, my mind's cool. Guys, look, this podcast we wanted to bring you just some information. Mainly it was just to connect with you guys. The y'all know that if y'all follow us regularly, y'all saw the bombardment. I know some of y'all in the comments saw what was going on, and we appreciate those that step in to defend the truth, because that is who we are, the truth. That is what we push. That is what, damn, that guy's ignorant. Um, Whatever. So the truth will set you free. That is exactly what this community needs. That is what this community is asking for, the truth. Do not buy into those who are distracting you from the truth. There's a lot of people out there that'll benefit from them winning this race, this mayor race. It's a lot of people that'll benefit. That's why we need to be vigilant. And I say we because we're in this together. You guys, the Maverick Times, we have been in this together. And we continue this because what we want is peace in our community, equality in our community, and more than anything, we want what is right for our community. And I think many of you out there watching today can really resonate with that message. We want nothing but the best for this community, because when we're all gone from this community, it's our kids that are going to be in this community. And what are we leaving for our kids? Are we leaving a culture of compadrismo? Are we living a culture of let's take care of the elites? These are all things that we need to be asking. Not just our friends, but asking ourselves. It's time to reach down deep inside and ask yourself, what is it that I want from my community? Who will bring the best out in our community? Who does not have the best interest in our community? You guys can see. I don't have to tell you guys. You know, but that's what we're here for. We're here to provide you guys a safe space to express your opinions without being chastised, without losing your job. We are your voice. We are you. Again, I'll say many of y'all went to school with us or with me. We know each other. Many of y'all have friends, cousins that may have gone to school with me. We know each other. We're here. We're raza. We're from Eagle Pass. We're the same, you and I. We're here to make our community better. Can you say that about everybody? No. There is no one that cares less about your community than someone that is not from this community. That's just a factual statement. All of us have something vested in this community. The ones that don't care how they leave it. And I've seen that time and time again. People that come from the outside, they want to come in and tell us who we are, how we should be, but that's not Eagle Pass. That's not even Texas. And I say it, Texas. That ain't even Texas. You guys know. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys for now. But I appreciate y'all hopping on. I'm gonna let you guys go watch the fights because I know there's something going on right now. And you guys want deserve a good time. It's Saturday. I don't want to hold you up with this political crap, but I appreciate each and every single one of y'all jumping on, whether it was for a minute or for the entire 2 hours. I see y'all. I am y'all. Let's make a difference in this community. Without you guys, we cannot make that difference. But together, we're a freaking army. Signing off, guys. Appreciate y'all jumping in. Isaak Ruiz, managing editor, the Maverick Times. We appreciate y'all. Be careful what news you watch. Be careful about the information you get. Not everybody is out for the truth. Some people are out to distort the truth. Who do you trust? Signing off. Till next time.